I feel like he can disrupt
Sure.
going off, and then most of these cards.
All right, so Nick's on your left with a bug control, and David's to your right with show and tell. So they're both rocking the Star City hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a nice hoodie.
I wanted to try to get you one, Baccio, but
I wanted one.
yeah. So and you know, I think
they're a hot item right now.
Yeah, they are. I think Nick's the favorite. I think what Nick wants to do, he just wants to use his early disruption like Spell Pierce. You know, his Force of Will.
Yeah, he's like Inquisition. Like, I mean, like, he has like some ways to, like, you know, disrupt him early.
Yep.
But at the same time, this guy has like he's 2 misdirections, 4 Force of Wills. I don't know. I think this could be an interesting match.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so Nick leads off with a tropical island.
Okay.
Passes the turn, and David immediately cracks his fetch land. He's probably gonna get a volcanic island. Ooh, I see a City of Traders too.
Yeah.
This could definitely help ramp his mana. All right, so he does get a volcanic island.
Nick has Force of Will in his hand. That's the only card I can make out.
Yeah.
Some lands.
All right. David also works for Star City Games as well.
Oh, really?
So this is a battle of Star City.
Star City Mirror.
Yeah, it really is.
For bragging rights at the workplace.
Oh yeah. All right. So David leads off with a Ponder. You know, Nick allows it to resolve. Obviously, he doesn't want to force a will it.
Yeah.
Maybe if he had like a Spell Pierce, he would use it on it, but I guess he doesn't have one. And David plays another sack land. All right, and passes the turn.
Okay.
All right, so Nick actually draws a Spell Pierce right now.
Yeah, this game could draw pretty long before there's any real action. I feel like this could be a staring match for a little bit.
I feel like this might be a. Okay, so he does decide to Spell Pierce the Brainstorm.
Okay.
He might think David is short on lands. He doesn't want him to.
Yeah.
You know,
well, yeah. I mean,
brainstorm
with the fetch line, yeah, that's like.
So essentially, David
pretty
could,
huge swing.
I mean, Brainstorm fetch land. You know, some people compare it to a slightly worse ancestral recall.
Yeah, it's insane.
Sometimes it is. And David will crack the sack land, fetch up a second volcanic island. Not too concerned with Wasteland. He only has a few basics in his deck, and responds with a Spell Pierce. So Brainstorm is not going to be as good because he loses the fetch.
He loses the fetch. He may have another one in his hand. I can't really tell. It doesn't look like it, but
I know he has a City of Traders.
Yeah.
Not sure what else he has.
There's
Emrakul. There's a Force. There's a Daze. David's hand looks pretty good.
Yeah. I think he might actually try to go for it soon.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has a show and tell, but that might be what he's digging for right now.
Yeah, there's a good chance he's digging for show and tell. And if show and tell does happen, Nick really can't play anything.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, he could Jace. He has Jace.
Yeah, no, but with show and tell you can't play Planeswalkers.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just knowing he could bounce
yeah,
it back,
sure. Yeah.
Like,
No, definitely. All right. So David plays a mountain and passes
he's not
the turn.
just dead to a show and tell Emrakul.
All right. And wow, Nick just passes. Nick's short on lands.
Maybe he won't be able to cast that Jace.
I think we might have missed a mulligan. We were off camera. All right. So David plays City of Traders and passes. Now City of Traders produces 2, but if David decides to play another land,
he has to sack it.
He has to sack it. So it's not really the best land unless it's a first turn land where you're ramping or like the last land you play.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, there's a Lotus Petal.
Nick went to 6.
Okay, Nick did go to 6. Yeah. He seems slightly short on cards. All right, and it's just kind of draw go. All right,
there's a land that could help.
Yeah, that's really important for Nick. Nick has a Repeal, a Force. Nick has a Liliana, but doesn't have mana to cast it quite yet. There's a Brainstorm. Think he's at a main phase brain or pass the turn?
I think he's gonna pass. Yeah.
All right, Nick decides to pass the turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very
He might be waiting for end of turn. He might be waiting for a sack land.
It's come to our attention that some of you have frisbees and they have been thrown around out of the hallway.
I mean, I don't think Nick's in any rush to do anything. He's the control deck here.
The longer the game goes, I think the better it is for Nick.
I agree.
It's actually having an impact.
All right, there's a Lotus Petal.
In some of the corridors, maybe setting off alarms.
Nick's definitely gonna let that resolve.
Yeah, of course. Alerted, so we want to make sure that we don't have any extra,
I don't think
attention. Thank you very much.
And so, what's going to go on with this Liliana? Do you think David's going to try to fight over it, or?
I think he might have to.
Yes, it seems kind of dangerous. I can maybe see David, just hard casting this Forcible. That could definitely seem reasonable.
It would be nice if he had a sneak attack or something like that.
To actually
so that he could actually maybe
like fight for something on Nick's turn.
Maybe, and
untap
then untap and then like play
do
it.
something. Yeah, that would be good. But it looks like David
It doesn't look like he really has a threat, so
Yeah.
I don't think you can just let this Liliana just go unchecked.
All right, yeah. So he decides to hardcast a Force Will.
Yeah.
Nick immediately.
Wow, yeah, he snapped that one
Yeah.
into play. I think he was pretty happy.
Yeah, I guess he decided, you know, hey, trading my Liliana for his Force
for your
Will is
Force
fine
Will,
by
like,
me.
pretty fine.
So David has an Ancient Tomb.
Yeah.
Double Emrakul.
It's gonna get close.
Yeah, it really is. 2, 5, 7. All right. So
well,
there's a Jace the Mind Sculptor.
That's huge.
Let's see what David does. David is going. Is he going to hardcast the Daze? Okay, so he's gonna soft cast the Daze, but float 2 mana.
Okay.
I'm not sure why he's floating 2 mana.
I'm not sure what his line is here.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't need to float 2. He could just float 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So there's another Daze. Like he could have just done 1 at a time. All right, and he has another Daze that he's hard casting. All right, so he immediately bins the Jace as well. I mean, David just used 3 cards.
Yeah, for 1 Jace.
Yeah. So all right, there's a show and tell. I mean, David's definitely gonna go for it. I can't really see him not going for it here.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like, even though, like, if he goes for it, like, he opens himself up to, like, Liliana, Jace. Like, there's a bunch of ways, like, he can, or just a counter, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
He has no way to protect it right now.
yeah, I think David just needs to say, you know,
He
hopefully
might, yeah, I mean,
Nick
but, like,
doesn't have anything.
I mean, Nick has how many cards? Like, 6 cards in it? 5 cards?
Yeah, I think he has 6 cards.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's real. That's real tough just to be like, oh, hopefully 6 cards doesn't have it, you know?
I mean, like, David might think, hey, if Nick actually had, like, a Force,
Yeah.
he might have, you know, tried to stick his Jace.
That's true.
So, all right, there's a show and tell. So he did go for it. And I'm pretty sure Nick's just going to force a will.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. All right, there's a Force pitching a Brainstorm. Leaving himself with a Permissions Deed.
I think he has maybe Snapcaster Rage, is it?
Does he? Yeah, I think he does have a Snapcaster. Yeah, Nick's in really good shape.
Yeah.
I'm surprised David didn't play his land.
Yeah, same.
Because, like, if he does draw a Brainstorm, he doesn't really need the Emrakuls. But I guess he's okay. So he decides to play land there. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. David essentially has 9 mana. There's a Snapcaster that's going to get back a Brainstorm. And
He drew
Nick,
a Cyclone of it, too.
Yeah, so he's going to play his Pluto Delta, shuffle away the extra land that he doesn't want to draw.
Yeah.
And yeah, Nick's in commanding control of this game.
Definitely.
Yeah, I can't really see David coming out of this one.
I think Nick has a counterspell in his hand, too.
Yeah, so there's 5 damage.
Like the actual counterspell.
Yeah, Nick plays 3 counterspells.
Yeah,
so
so I think that's one of his cards.
Yep. All right, so Nick falls to 18. Probably gonna get an Underground Sea. And yeah, David is just, you know, he didn't get a fast draw. Nick has some disruption with the Force of Will. And
yeah, it's gonna be tough for him to win this game now.
yeah, I think Nick's play is gonna be Snapcaster and Creeping Tar Pit are gonna come in.
Yep.
Drop David down to 7. And oh, there's a Jace. Wow, that's even worse news for David.
I mean, David does have 3 Blood Moons in the sideboard, though.
Yeah, you have to board the Blood Moon and
So
the Fire Blast.
that could definitely tilt the scales a little bit.
And Divert might be pretty good too.
Yeah, I think he's definitely probably
Yeah.
going to divert too.
So David's gonna mix up his deck a bit and bring some hate cards in. All right, Snapcaster knocks David down to 10. So
I
now
mean,
David's on
it's crazier things have happened. Dave can still probably.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Could still pull this one out, I guess.
Yeah, we saw a match with Ravitz versus Orin where
Okay.
Ravitz was under a 0.5% to win. And
Really?
yeah, it was like
Wow.
insane.
It's like 1 outer.
It was just Orin made a few missteps, and
Yeah, that's another
Ravitz
thing. You know,
just somehow came back.
Nick's a great player, but everyone, you know,
Yeah.
can have a bad day.
Everybody punts, like you said.
Everyone punts. Everyone
Yeah.
punts.
The best-selling book by Matt Baccio.
Everybody punts. Don't be ashamed.
All right, so Nick's gonna use Jace's ability and Brainstorm.
Yeah.
I think he found a couple wastelands. All right, so David is facing lethal next turn. He drops down to 5 life, and I have a feeling he's gonna draw his card and just scoop it up. No, I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this delay is.
Yeah.
Over.
Normally when I play, it's just like, yeah, like I lose.
Yeah, dude, I lost.
Yeah, it's like, all right, so he's gonna sack his fetch lands. He doesn't even have enough lands to go get.
Yeah, I know.
What the that? Like he sacked 3 fetch lands and he can't. He doesn't have enough lands.
I think you just might have realized that.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of these players that we've been watching, they're not too familiar with their deck.
Well, I think that happens a lot in Legacy.
It does. Yeah.
I mean, like, it's harder to find like Legacy games than like Standard, you know?
Sure.
Like, just think about like there's like half the amount of people as there was in the Standard, you know?
Okay.
More people play Standard than they play Legacy.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's just so irrelevant there that it's not going to cost them the game or anything. But we even saw another player. He did all this like Seething Song, this, that, and then he Burning Wished for an Empty of the Warrens. I guess he was just thinking Empty of the Warrens cost 3 mana, but it really costs 4.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah, so that's game 1.
So Nick wins game 1. He's 1 game away pretty much from top 8ing this Star City Games Open in Washington, D.C., the Legacy portion.
Yep.
We saw Todd Anderson take down the Standard portion with Blue White Delver and Blue White Delver Illusions, whatever you want to call it. So now these guys are going to the sideboard. And like we said before, David's going to bring in 3 Pyroblast, 3 Blood Moon, and 2 Diverts. And
you don't think Surgical Extraction is any good, right?
Nah, I don't think so. And what do you think about Nick? What's Nick's plan
Well,
here?
he's definitely bringing Thoughtseize.
Yep. Do you think he wants to bring in Dark Confidant, knowing that David won't have an answer to it?
I kind of like that. I like that a lot.
Okay.
He probably has a bunch of cards he can take out too. Like he has 2 Smother.
Yeah, Maelstrom Pulse.
He has some cards that are like just not good at all.
Yeah. Do you think Pulse could ever be good? Like
no.
Just in case, like he plays a sneak attack, but Nick does a Spell Pierce, tap him out, and something along those lines. Then he can untap.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. So speaking of Blood Moon, I don't know if you noticed, but Nick only has access to 1 basic land.
Island.
Yeah, and so he's gonna really have to rely on his repeal to be able to end of turn repeal the Blood Moon, and then untap and maybe Thoughtseize it away or play a bomb that will.
Do you think he wants to keep Pernicious Deed in?
Pernicious Deed I don't think is very good against.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just saying that could be like a preemptive measure to deal with Blood Moon.
You just play the Pernicious Deed, have it sit in play, and
Yeah. I think he's gonna probably take it out, but I'm just saying like.
Yeah, and if these guys work together and they know each other, maybe they might know their deck. I mean, David's show and tell deck, has been played before. It's on the internet.
Yeah.
And
it's a known entity, and this deck is, kind of a brew.
Definitely. And Nick's the type of player who, he really loves Magic. He'll like read articles, all the deck lists.
Definitely.
So he's definitely up to date with, most players' sideboard plans.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, at the start of the match, you said Nick is a huge favorite, and I still think he is, even after side. I mean, it would be pretty sick if David could just bust out like a turn 1.
Yeah, I mean, I think on the play, I think Dave has a really decent chance of, because he can have these explosive starts where he can like turn 1 Blood Moon, turn 1.
Yeah, turn 1 Blood Moon is not even that difficult.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just the same thing with show and tell.
He needs a Lotus Petal and one of his 2 mana lands.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not too likely, but it could happen, and if it does, Nick, he's in trouble for sure.
So. Then Nick's just basically drawing the Force Will. He has only 3 Force Wills, though.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's drawing the 3 Force Wills.
Yeah, definitely. So, how close was David from casting the Emrakul? Was he like 4 lands off?
Well, it's so difficult for it to happen because he was, I think, 4 lands off, at the latest. But the thing is, like, Nick has 4 Wastelands in his deck, So if it ever got to, like, close to that point, like, I think Nick would step in and be like, hey, let's start destroying lands,
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's, like, not a viable option for him in this matchup.
Yeah, so...
Like, with the 4 Wastelands, like, Crucible, Life from Loam, like, I just don't see that happening.
Okay. And it's pretty cool to see this bug control deck, because it's not a deck that you see very often.
No, yeah.
Like, Nick decided to put all the strong blue-black cards and splash green.
It's just good cards. Like, every single card in this deck is just, like, a very powerful card.
Yeah, historically, most players
cheap removal,
splash green in Legacy for, like, Tarmogoyf.
Yeah.
Even if you're not a beatdown deck, you're just like, I'm going to win with Tarmogoyf. Yeah. But instead, Nick's like, no, I'm just going to win with Planeswalkers.
Yeah, no, I mean, Jace is a great... I remember, like, when I played one of these blue decks, like, Jace was, like, one of the best win conditions in the deck.
Yeah, it really is.
Like, you have other ways to win, but that's usually the how you end up winning.
All right. So let's see if both players like their hand. All right, David nods. So David leads off with a Misty Rainforest. Probably going to get a Volcanic Island. And if he's doing this all main phase, it's either A, he wants to play around Stifle, or B, he's got a Ponder that he wants to start sculpting his hand with.
With it is casting the cards.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of times, like you're gonna have double white and double black spells that you're gonna want to play.
Yeah. So I mean, with the Evolving Wilds, black white definitely gets a boost.
Yeah, and I mean you have the black white duel. You have from
Isolated Chapel.
Yeah, Isolated Chapel.
But you don't have much.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have the Scars.
You don't. Yeah, you don't have another one. You don't have like you don't have 8 dual lands, which is like.
And then you have to think like, do you want to go like white wheat like white beatdown with tokens?
Yeah.
Do you want to go like black white control maybe?
Yeah.
Just with like a few token makers. All right, so Nick will be on the play this game. Let's see if both players like their hands. David's hand looks pretty good. He's got an island.
Is that far? Is that mountain? Island mountain?
I'm not sure exactly. Maybe he's light on lands. It's kind of tough to tell. I see a wasteland in Nick's hand. Yeah, I think it's Island Mountain. Yeah. All right. Ooh, it draws a Spell Pierce. Now, if Nick could just bust out a turn 2 Dark Confidant, that would just be excellent for him.
Oh yeah, that would be.
Let's see if he has anything on turn 2. Ooh.
I think Standstill. I don't know if he still has his. I don't know if he took it out, but Standstill will probably be pretty decent here too.
You think so? And just try
I think going for the long game probably seems better for him.
Okay. And try to maybe draw some man lands and start beating that way.
And I mean, he has a lot of lands in his deck, so.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. All right. So what is it? Is it Inquisition?
Yep.
Okay. There's an Inquisition from Nick.
Yeah, it might be a Brainstorm right here.
I think he might Spell Piercer.
That could also be right.
Yeah. No, he's gonna go for a Brainstorm. Okay. Let's see if David will hide some of his goodies. Maybe hide that.
I think the reason he brainstorms there is because he needs to brainstorm because he doesn't have a 3rd land drop.
Okay.
So if he gets blown out like by like a Spell Pierce or something by a rival Spell Pierce or a counter, like it's very easy that he could miss like his 3rd land drop.
Yeah, I don't think he has a 3rd land though.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think
No, I'm saying I still think he doesn't have a 3rd land.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think it was the Emrakul, a Progenitus, and something else. All right, looks like they're taking a break. David has a rules question. Either that or he wants to go get a cupcake.
Yeah.
There's actually really good cupcakes not too far away.
Delicious.
Yeah, it's if you're ever in Washington D.C.
And you like cupcakes?
What's it called? Red Velvet. Yeah,
Red Velvet or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Red Velvet Company. All right, he's back. He didn't go get a cupcake. He just wanted to go high five the judge. The judge looked, kind of flustered afterwards. She said, "That high five, ooh."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's a strong dude.
Yeah, definitely. So he's gonna put back. Is that a ponder? Is that last card a ponder?
Yeah, he has a ponder.
Is it?
So maybe I would have spell pierced actually.
Yeah, I think he has a ponder. He's hiding a spell pierce and he's hiding an Emrakul. Okay. Oh, the question was about misdirection. All right. So he wants to misdirect the Inquisition, but then Nick could just not take anything.
Is that how it works?
I believe that's how it works.
I mean that's.
I'm not sure if he's forced to take something. I believe Nick just declined.
Yeah, it's just like a attack. It's like he just reveals it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I think. But Nick's hand is very strong here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does have standstill too.
Yeah, standstill, counterspell, Thoughtseize, Liliana, and a Wasteland. All right. And so Nick gets to pick. So he's forced to take one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if there's a legal target, I guess then you have to take.
All right, so David's second land is most likely going to be that mountain.
Do you think if that's not the case and he wouldn't be able to pick, do you think he still would misdirection there?
Well, I'm not sure. But yeah, that was what was going on. David wanted
no,
to
he was
ask the
asking.
judge,
Yeah, I'm just curious, like.
All right, so I think David should play the mountain first. Maybe.
Well, he knows what's in his hand.
Yeah, sure, but just like, kind of as a bluff. But I guess he wants to maybe hit a sack land.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna have to shuffle these cards away. There's no land. It's a second Pyroblast. I'm not sure what else exactly is there, but I don't see a land, so I feel like David might shuffle them away. Nick's an excellent constructed player.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he really is. He puts a lot of work into tuning his decks and building.
Especially for someone that does
decks.
that doesn't always play like the top
best
deck.
thing. Yeah. Nick almost never plays the best deck.
Like he's the only one playing this list today, I think, right? And
did he play Callblade back in Type 2? I think he did, right?
I think he started off not, and then he realized that Callblade was just too good.
He played a lot of blue-black in that format.
I think he did pretty well with Callblade.
Yeah.
I think he won a Star City Games Open actually with Callblade.
Okay. So he decides to keep. There's a mountain. Maybe he does have another land.
Maybe he does have a land. I can't really tell with the card behind the
Yeah, I noticed that too.
misdirection
It kind of looks like a land.
It looks like, maybe.
So Nick plays his third land. And he's going to go for a Thoughtseize. Oh, it is a land. It's a Mystery Rainforest. That makes sense.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. I think they will let it resolve. All right, so...
Yeah, I wonder if Dave did bring the divert thing. The divert doesn't seem pretty nice. You can start diverting, his Inquisition, diverting his Thoughtseizes, and, it actually, cost him a card.
Yeah, I think Nick here is going to take the Intuition. I think it's, the most threatening card.
Yeah, definitely.
He takes the Pyroblast. Wow. Okay. And passes the turn. And there's a sneak attack. And David will pass the turn to Nick.
And Nick's sitting on Counterspell, Force of Will, and is that Liliana?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he passed the turn. It looks like it's still on David's main phase. Yeah, somebody confirmed that Nick split the finals with Air Flores.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think it was, might have been Seattle.
Yeah.
I think Ben SW won the Legacy there, too.
Okay.
Hivemine, which some people were playing Hivemine today, actually. Jerry and Drew Levin, I know, were playing Hivemine.
All right, so David Sacrifices his Misty Rainforest. He'll probably go fetch up the other island. He doesn't want to, lose any of his lands to Wasteland.
Definitely.
Yeah. So this is David's last basic that he should be fetching up.
Oh.
No, he puts a volcanic island to the front.
I
would really like to see just
I'd really
all
like to see an
basics.
island, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Thank
awesome.
you. Okay.
All
I
right.
don't want to see a Wasteland happen yet.
Yeah. David's trying to play it safe from that Wasteland. Now, normally with the sack land, why not go get a duel? But
Yeah.
with Wasteland in the format,
Well,
you have to
also,
be
I mean,
cautious.
there's also the possibility that he's going to try to Blood Moon him.
Yeah, definitely.
If he gets it.
All right, David is looks like he's doing some math in his head. About 12 minutes left in the round. I don't think time will be an issue here, though.
It could be with Nick. If Nick tries, Nick trying to win the game, it could be.
Yeah, and you know what?
He doesn't really have a whole lot of kill conditions.
Yeah, and a draw isn't too bad here because if they draw this round and win the next round, they're most likely.
But I mean,
gonna
if
make
it's
it
a
in.
win and in, it's like it's significantly worse than it wouldn't eliminate them, but at the
Sure.
same time,
Yeah. All right. So main phase intuition from David. Let's see if Nick wants to use a force of will. I say just let it resolve.
Okay.
And just try
just
to
counter whatever
yeah,
the spells.
exactly. Well, it's not going to be spells though. It looks like it's going to be ancient tombs.
Well, even if he wanted to counter it, he'd have to pitch another counter to do it.
Yeah. So it's
So
too
that's
bad.
that's like too much.
All right. So
If
David
he throws a blue spell this turn,
gets an
like he
ancient
can
tomb.
have double counter back up.
All right, reveals the ancient tomb.
Intuition's such a good card.
Yeah, it really is. All right, now he finally passes, and Nick draws a repeal.
Which was a pretty. I think it's a decent spell.
Ooh, a force of will.
Yeah, he can pitch. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, that's definitely good here. Now David has access to force of will and misdirection if you wanted to wait it out. But instead he's going right for the sneak attack.
Does stink that he can't activate it this turn.
Yeah. Let's see if I
think this is a counter spell right here.
Yeah, I can't see Nick not trying to counter this. But if Nick doesn't have another blue card, he does.
Yeah.
Because the repeal.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
repeal was a big
Yeah,
draw.
it was a really big draw. All right, misdirection. Decides that he doesn't want to pay the 1 life, so he uses misdirection instead. All right, and Nick has a force.
If Nick draws a black source right here, this could be a big game.
Ooh. Is that a Maelstrom Pulse?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick was really looking for a black source right there to drop Liliana, but it wasn't meant to be. And
What are your thoughts on Wasteland and
the Ancient Tomb?
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
I think that Wasteland just seems like it's sitting there.
Yeah. All right. David draws a land, and he just passes. So they're gonna play draw go for a while until something happens. There's just spell pierce. All right, just about 10 minutes left in the round. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Who do you think's favorite right now in this position? Is it Nick?
I think it's Nick.
Yeah, I think it's pretty close.
What can he snap? Does he have a Brainstorm or a Ponderous on that in there?
He's a Thoughtseize.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's going for a Thoughtseize, seeing what David has in his hand.
The problem with Nick is he might actually have a tough time, even though now he's a Snapcaster, winning this game in time. There's
All right, so spell piercing on the Thoughtseize.
now how much time do they have left?
I think they only have a 3-minute extension.
Okay, because I think it says it's 9 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah,
right now.
so the round's definitely coming to an end.
Yeah.
Closing in. Oh, Crucible! Wow,
Okay, yeah. Now.
that's a very good draw.
Yeah. Does he have a sack line in his yard?
He does a 4-minute extension. All right, there's a Crucible. He has the polluted Delta as,
Wow.
as his only land right now, but you only need 1 with Crucible.
Yep.
If it's a sack land, you're good. All right, a Ponder from David. David has Island,
Wow.
Island, Ancient Tomb, Mountain.
I think he just got a show and tell, right?
Did he?
Yeah.
If he did that's pretty sick. I guess the reason why Nick didn't Wasteland is because of something like Crucible as a 3-drop.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was a show and tell.
Maybe not. I mean, show and tell isn't that great with he's Liliana in it.
Well, oh, does David know about Liliana?
I think so from the diverted.
Oh
from
yeah,
the
you're right.
misdirected.
Okay, yep, perfect, yep.
Like he kind of needs either like counter backup for the Liliana
Yeah, actually,
or
Nick's
he needs show and tell or he needs sneak attack. I mean.
Yeah, I think Nick's gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah, Davis in a world of hurt right here.
Yep. Yeah, this Crucible's just going bonkers.
Yeah. All right. So he's gonna go get 2 lands now. The Delta was originally in play. He's gonna sack it, bring it back, sack it again.
It's nuts.
So Trop. Yeah. Wow.
Crucible's one of those cards that like most people don't play with. But the card's
really
always
good.
insane. Like with Wasteland, with Sacklands.
Yeah, it is really good.
And even like
All
Nick,
right.
he's only played one of them, but like
Yeah.
the card just seems insane.
All right, there's Liliana. I feel like if David has some like alternate way to win, that would be cool. Like you board into like Jace or you board into Koth or something. No, not Koth because he only has one, like 4 mountains or 5 mountains if you count the islands, the volcanic islands. All right,
Board into Delver.
yeah, board into Delver. That would be good. Yeah. All right, so David just has nothing. He's got land, Emrakul.
Yeah, this is.
Dude,
this is
imagine
5 turns away from ending.
Imagine you board into Mana Flare.
Yeah, that'd be pretty nice.
That would be insane,
That'd
right?
be pretty nice, yeah.
Yeah. So. All right.
Yeah,
Once again,
those
Snapcaster
transformational
comes in.
sideboards are really hit or miss, but sometimes they're like they blow
Yeah.
people out so much, you know.
All right, there's Liliana. And yeah, that should be it.
Yeah, this.
I guess like, what his only out is like a sneak attack, right? Like this turn.
Yeah.
He has like a 1-turn window for sneak attack.
And I'm not even sure if he wins from there.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he's at 14. Yeah, Nick's at 14. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, his last card's Emrakul, right?
Yeah.
And Nick doesn't have a counter or anything, right?
Oh, I think he might have a counterspell actually.
No, really?
I think he has 2-mana counterspell.
If he does, it's tough to see.
Like I don't think. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He does?
Yeah. He's
Oh wow. Okay, so that's game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, David doesn't know it.
The writing's on the wall.
Yeah. Ooh, another Emrakul. All right. So Nick draws an Underground Sea, but doesn't want to play anything from his hand. There's no point.
Why not?
He
Doesn't matter. Yeah, he's got Crucible. Crucible Liliana.
Yep.
Discard a land, play it.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it is real.
All right. Yeah, so he plays it from his graveyard, like we said. And yeah, it's just about 5 minutes left in the round, plus they're 4 minutes. So yeah. So I mean, David's just done in 3 or 4 turns.
Yeah.
All right, there's a Jace. Yeah, and now you get a Fate Seal. Blood Moon. Yeah, just hide the Blood Moon. Why not?
Who cares?
Yeah, there's a Force of Will. Not going to do anything right
It's
now.
gonna help.
I wouldn't mind just wasting.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
And maybe Nick feels bad. He just wants to get the game over, you know? It's his
Yeah,
friend or
I don't even
whatever.
know about brainstorming there. Just like Fate Seal again.
Yeah.
All right, Snapcaster comes in again.
Well, I guess he wants to be able to have a second counter, you know?
Yeah.
Just in case.
Do you think Bob's going to join the invitational party? All right.
Yep.
So all we need is Shadow Mage Infiltrator and Meddling Mage.
Maybe a Meddling Mage.
Yeah, I was thinking about making an invitational deck.
An invitational deck?
Yeah, Meddling Mage, Snapcaster, Dark Confidant, Shadow Mage Infiltrator.
Would you play the black-red one, or what's that guy's name?
No,
Guild Mage?
that's like way too loose.
It's an invitational card, but it doesn't even make the theme deck.
Yeah, you play like Esper. Maybe you would want to like fit him like Root War Thief. You play Solemn Simulacrum.
Solemn Simulacrum is pretty nice.
Yeah, it is.
Especially
pretty
if you're
nice.
playing all these different colors.
Yeah, you just play Esper.